What if the next big clue about a brewing superpower showdown didn't come from Taiwan or the South China Sea, but from the skies above Kashmir? Earlier this year, a tense dogfight between Indian and Pakistani warplanes reignited old rivalries. But there was a new, unsettling twist: the presence of Chinese-made J-10C fighter jets. According to Islamabad, these advanced jets downed multiple Indian aircraft, a claim New Delhi firmly denies. While the truth remains contested, one thing is becoming clearer to global military analysts. China's air power is no longer a regional story, it's a global one. Let's start with what we know. Pakistan, a longtime recipient of Chinese military technology, fielded J-10C fighters in this clash, an aircraft that isn't fully stealth but incorporates features to reduce radar visibility. It's not quite an F-22 or F-35, but it's a serious machine. And if Pakistan's claims are even partially accurate, it would be a major credibility boost for China's defense exports, and a bold signal of Beijing's growing reach. What happened over the skies of South Asia might look like a local flare-up, but it's actually a test run, not just for China's weapons, but for its ambitions. Chinese President Xi Jinping has set 2027 as the year by which the People's Liberation Army should be fully modernized. That's just 2 years away. And if the J-10C's deployment is any indication, that timeline may not be far-fetched. China's military buildup is accelerating across all domains, not just jets, but warships, missiles, and cyber capabilities. According to the Center for Strategic and International Studies, China is now producing over 100 fifth-generation J-20 stealth fighters annually. At the same time, production of other models like the J-10C and J-16 has nearly tripled. This is possible largely because of China's whole-of-government strategy, a centralized approach that tightly integrates military goals with industrial planning. While the US struggles with procurement delays and aging equipment, China is executing with ruthless efficiency. For now, America still holds the crown. The US has more military aircraft than China, Russia, India, South Korea, and Japan combined, according to the Flight Global World Air Force's 2025 report. But numbers only tell part of the story. Much of the US fleet is aging. Fighters, bombers, and tankers that were built decades ago are still flying today. Meanwhile, China's Air Force is getting younger, faster, and smarter. Washington's current edge lies in fifth-generation technology, the stealthy, ultra-connected F-22s and F-35s. But even here, Beijing is catching up. China's J-20 is rapidly evolving, and there are credible reports that the PLA is already working on a sixth-generation fighter. It's not just about the hardware, it's about how you connect it. The US military has long led the world in linking its assets, land, sea, air, and space, into a unified kill chain, says Mike Daum, a senior fellow at the Mitchell Institute for Aerospace Studies. But now, he believes, China may have demonstrated that very capability during the India-Pakistan clash. That's a serious development. If Beijing can field integrated combat networks, linking satellites, radar, drones, and jets, it shrinks one of the US military's greatest technological advantages. And then there's geography. The US is a Pacific power, but not a Pacific neighbor. Despite its vast network of Indo-Pacific bases, any major conflict in the region would still require extended supply chains and long-distance deployments. China, on the other hand, is right next door. Whether it's Taiwan, the South China Sea, or even the Himalayas, it has a home field advantage. And it's wasting no time reinforcing that edge. According to the Pentagon's annual China Military Power Report, Beijing is expanding its reach beyond the so-called First Island chain, a strategic line that stretches from Japan through the Philippines and down to Vietnam. It includes Taiwan, the island Beijing sees as a breakaway province. For decades, China has said it aims to reunify with Taiwan by 2049, the centenary of the People's Republic. But that deadline may be moving forward. In a dramatic shift, Taiwan's defense ministry now points to 2027, the same year as China's military modernization target, as a possible date for invasion. US officials have echoed these concerns. Since 2020, Beijing's military posture around Taiwan has become more aggressive. In 2024 alone, incursions into Taiwanese airspace jumped by 300%, according to Admiral Samuel Paparo, head of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. Testifying before Congress, he warned these were no longer exercises. They were dress rehearsals for forced unification. Taiwan is responding. It's investing in missile defenses, including the Patriot PAC-3 and its upgraded PAC-3 MSE variant, capable of intercepting both aircraft and incoming missiles at higher altitudes. But hardware alone won't be enough. Taipei is under pressure to increase its overall defense spending, even as political gridlock delays critical budgets. Washington, too, must act. Staying ahead of Beijing will require more than just rhetoric. It means investing in sixth-generation technology, strengthening alliances, and doubling down on regional partnerships, all while overcoming domestic political divides that have weakened its strategic posture. What happened over the line of control between India and Pakistan wasn't just another flashpoint in an old rivalry. It was a warning shot, a preview of the new rules being written in the skies. China's Air Force is no longer just evolving. It's asserting itself. Washington and Taipei would be wise to pay attention before the next demonstration comes not in the Himalayas, but somewhere far more consequential. Because the race isn't just about who flies the most jets. It's about who owns the future of air power